Welcome back, my peace, mi gente. This is Chief, the one half of Chief and Stero, the Caribbean Connection. Let's talk. I just want to thank you guys for always tuning in and checking us out and giving us your full support and subscribing to our channel and liking and commenting. Today, I'd just like to touch on the subject of the University of Pittsburgh student, Sudiksha Konanki, who unfortunately is currently missing in the Dominican Republic. She went actually on a spring break vacation with her friends, and these are college students. She went there with them, and unfortunately, she it appears that she was inebriated, and she was with her friends. They went to the beach on the hotel that they were staying at in Punta Cana in Dominican Republic in the Riu Hotel. And that night that she went missing, uh, she and her friends and a young man, his name is Justin Reby. They went to the beach. Our friends left her, went back to the hotel. Unfortunately, she and the gentleman stayed in the hotel, and it appears that when they were walking down, like the boardwalk, they were a little inebriated, from what I see. Now, I could be misinterpreting that incorrectly or not. I don't know, but the gentleman said that he went into the beach with her and there was like swept away a little. He was able to make it back onto shore with her, and well, technically, he told several stories to the police allegedly. But one of the story he was sticking by is that they got hit by a wave, and they were able to make it back on the beach, and he laid down on one of the chairs, and he left her there, and he fell asleep, and when he woke up in the morning, he thought that she had already went back to her room, so he never thought nothing of it. And come to find out, she was missing. Now, it was like all hands on deck, in which individuals were on alert, searching for her. They were having like a search grid with the search, and unfortunately, to date, they have yet to locate her body. Now, this gentleman, he was questioned extensively by Dominican Republic prosecutors. He alleged that they held on to his travel documents, his American passport, and they weren't giving it back to him. But they told him that he was not under arrest. However, they had held on to his travel documents. He had an attorney out there to represent his interests, and his attorney also noted likewise. Now, we all know that kids like to have fun. There's a lot of times where they never got a chance to experience life out there alone, away from their parents. It's spring break. They're out on their own. They're out trying to make life on their own with their college education, possibly in the future. Will just go alone and finish their education and start their career, and this is like a stepping stone. So there's kids that never experience being alone, but their parents might school them before they leave for college and let them know, hey, these are the dangers. This is the do's and don'ts. And whenever you go out with your friends, you come to an event together, you leave together, right? My parents taught me the same thing. I taught the kids the same thing as well. But we all know that sometimes when kids are out there, they drop their guards and let down their guards, and especially when party and alcohol and what have you is involved, uh, they lose their train of thought, their thinking, and they throw out all the senses get tossed out the door. All right. So it's just so unfortunate that this has happened to this young lady, in which she's not able to be found. Um, The parents, I know the parents are like, they're devastated, and I know they drill it in their head, saying, "Hey, be careful. Don't go here. Don't go there. You should not do this. You should not do that." But it's like you can't bottle them up. You can't how we say, like, tie them up and keep them at home up in the attic. You have to let them go and explore. Learn the world. The world is a good world, and it's also a cruel world. They have to learn all of this. You prepare them while they're home, but when they're out there, you got to prepare them on what to expect out there, right? And college is like a rite of passage for most everyone. Yeah, so it's a rite of passage for a lot of young kids to go away to college and meet new friends, and sometimes these friends go with you for a lifetime. I've been there, done that. Now, from what the Dominican Republic investigators were saying, is that it's a possibility based on the investigation that they will consider this as a drowning. There's, like I said earlier, there was an extensive search, only with the military, but also the police and the Dominican Coast Guard. The U.S. State Department was involved, and also helping out with the investigation. They provided all the resources to the Dominican Republic government. Now, her family, they just basically has come to conclusion that it's a possibility that she has drowned, and they were asking for the Dominican Republic to declare her as being drowned, and they have come to reality that this is what possibly had happened. Um, it's just so sad. I just can't imagine what they're going through. I never want to be in that situation ever, ever, ever. This kind of remind me of, like, you remember the Natalie Holloway situation. This young lady went away on I say graduation trip to Aruba, and in which she left her friends. She met a young man and in the casino, and she left with him, and she was missing for many years. Never found her body. I believe his name is Jordan van der Sloot. He was a national from actually he was a Dutch national, but reside in Aruba, and she left with him, went on the beach, and she never showed back up, and they reported it to the authorities. They did their investigation. They questioned Van der Sloot along with his father, who's happened to be a judge that was stationed in Aruba. Was appointed by the Dutch court system to supervise and try cases in Aruba. He denied doing anything with her. He stated that he left her on the beach, and they eventually declared her dead. And subsequently, over the years, this same gentleman went, I believe he went to another foreign country, and he KILL another young lady, and he got prosecuted for that. And then I believe he they transferred him to the United States for him to plead guilty for having some involvement with Natalie Holloway's disappearance. I'm not saying, I'm not linking both of them, just saying that it's so funny that this happened over that period of time, and then now this happened, like similar circumstances on the beach and missing bodies or what have you. And I just hope that Konanki's family is able to get some type of peace, knowing that if she is found, they're able to at least give her a proper burial. Hopefully, her body be washed up if she did drown, and they'll be able to resolve this and get some closure, because it's not easy knowing that your child is missing and don't have a body to prove it, and is not able to bury her, give her a proper send off. or he or she a proper send off. Um, it's just so unfortunate, man. We don't want this to happen to any one of our loved ones, our children, because we're not supposed to. It's not. You're not supposed to bury your children. Number one, right? Um, it's heartbreaking knowing that you have to bury your child. Your children's supposed to bury you, and I never want to be in that predicament, you know. So, but definitely, anything else come up, we will definitely flesh it out and talk about it. Stero and I will look into this a little bit more, update you guys. I would like to just continue to like, subscribe, and share to our platform. We always enjoy you guys participating in the comments, and thank you. Peace.